Three significant US banks failed within days of one another, sending fears across the country's financial systems. But how did we get here? A long history of financial deregulation and greed have led to this. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, FDR's administration passed legislation forbidding banks from investing their depositors' money in high-risk investments. It helped make banking in the US more secure for decades. But during the 1980s, Wall Street started to push back on the act to make more money. The act was essentially repealed by the Clinton administration in 1999. Critics say this financial deregulation was a direct cause of the 2007-2008 financial crisis. That financial crisis affected the lives of millions of people around the world. Many lost their jobs and some were left homeless. But despite all that, only one US banker was sentenced to jail. Even after the 2007 and 8 crisis, preventative laws were put in place only to be later stripped away. Wall Street once again convinced the government, Trump at the time, to deregulate banking. And experts say that deregulation led to the crashes of SVB and Signature. Banks in the US sometimes use depositors' money in high-risk investments and wait for a bailout if anything goes horribly wrong. But President Biden said no government bailout would come to rescue SVB. He promised that all customers would have access to their deposits after the FDIC took over the bank and that leaders would be fired. He also said this would not be paid by taxpayer money. However, some economists are still calling it a partial bailout, and they also say it could encourage future risk-taking by implying that the government will step in if things come tumbling down. Biden is talking about accountability, but some experts say they doubt anyone will be held responsible.